Hi guys, welcome back. So in our previous class, we are able to design our hero section, this amazing hero section. So let's go back to our finished work and look at the next thing we are going to work on right now. Alright, in this our finished work, as I scroll down, we can see that we have a moving text. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone by Nelson Mandela. By Neil Donald. Yeah. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. You can see that the thing is moving. It's not staying in one place, so it's moving. So that is what we are going to work on now. How we can create something like that is moving across the screen. So that is what we are going to start working right now. That is the next thing we need to work on right now. Alright. You can see even in mobile view, the thing is also moving. It's also moving, although we have not seen it, but it's still moving. Yeah, as you can see now, it's moving. So that is what we need to achieve in our work right now. Alright, so let's get started with it. Now, we need to create another div class inside our inside our HTML. We are still under hero section. That part we see is still part of the hero section, or the ID home is still part of our home page. Yeah, it's still part of our hero section. It's still part of it. So it's still part of it. Yeah. So which means we are going to be working inside our ID header section. Alright. So after we are done with hero section, the next thing we are going to move to is to create that division that will take that moving something. Alright, now let's get started with it. So we are going to create a div class. Inside this div, that is where we are going to be working. Inside the div, that is where we are going to be working to achieve what we want. Now we've created the div. Let's name it moving, so that we can remember when styling moving. Alright, inside the moving, now there's a property in HTML that allows us to create something that is moving. We call it what? Marquee. Marquee is an element that is used to insert a scrolling area of text. You can control what happens when the text reaches the edges of its of the screen. Marquee is a property in HTML that allows us to create a moving text. Marquee is that property we can use. So that is what we are going to apply now in this class to be able to achieve that moving text. Alright, my network is low. I don't know why. Oh, it's somehow slow. So that's what we are waiting for right now, and then we'll get on with it. Okay. Alright, so that marquee is what we are going to use right now. So after we've created our div class, so I said we are going to use marquee. Marquee is an HTML element. Marquee. Alright, is the marquee. Inside the marquee, that is when our text is going to reside. Which is what? H3. So what is it? Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. I begin at the end of your comfort zone. So alright, so that's what we have. And then we have the person that said it, Neil Donald Washington or something. Alright, that's the name of the person that said that. So alright, that's the name of the person. Alright, if you want direction, maybe left or right, you can put direction and behavior, how do you want it to behave, and so on and so forth. For the essence of this class, we are not going to touch some advanced concepts. We just want you to understand. Alright, So this is the HTML structure of what of our moving text. Let's see how it looks on our finished project. Let's see how it looks. Alright, you can see that it's already moving. Life begins at the end of your convo zone. How does this add this color? How does this add these fonts? We've already set the default fonts for our H3. That is why it takes those colors and fonts. Come back to your CSS so that I'll not be asking me two more questions. We've already set our, you can see H3. We've already set the font or the color we want it to have. We already set it from here, and that is why it's having that particular color. And then here in H1, H2, H3, we already set what our line height. So we have some default settings that we've done so that it will make our building much more easier. Alright, so that is why it's having this test. That's why it's having this test. We have our life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Now let's style it so that it can look exactly like our finished work, so that it can look exactly like that. So as you can see here, this one has a background color. So instead of white, we also want it to have a background color, even in our in this also. So let's try and achieve that. Alright, you can see in my CSS that, okay, I want to show something. You can also see that in my CSS we have our class name to be moving. Let's give our h32 class so that we can also style our h32 differently from the general styling. Alright, so we now have let's start working on the CSS. So we now have moving. Alright, let's create a comment moving so that as a developer you know what I'm doing. I have a new comment moving. So we have dot moving. We all know how to select HTML elements, so that is not an issue. We want to give it our background color. We want it to have a different background color, which is this is what we want it to have. Alright, save it. Let's see if it has the background color already. It's already have the background color we want it to have already. Alright, just exactly like our finished product. Okay, that's the background color we want it to have. Alright, it's very nice. Alright, okay. Alright, that's the color we want. What is the next thing? We want to give it a height. Give it height. I want to give it like let's give it 40 pixels. 40 pixels. After the height, what else do you want to give it? That is all. Giving it what we want to give it. So giving it more height so that we'll be able to see it clearly. Alright, we reduce the height to what? 40 pixels. Apart from the default height. Now the text, we also want to style this text, so we are going to call what move, and then we want to start with text align. We want it to be in center, set align center the text. Alright, text align center. Okay, so the text is at the center. Apart from text align, we want to give the text color to the words, to the white. Color to the white. Alright. And then we also want to give it what? Padding top, because it's very close to the, as you can see that it's very close to the top. It's very close here. The text are very close to the top. So that's why we are giving it padding color. So padding top rather. Padding top, we are giving it 10 pixels. 10 pixels so that it will not so close. As you can see now, it's not close to the top anymore. So giving it 10 pixels. Apart from that, we are going to give it font family also. font family and font size. Font family, and then we'll give it what 30, and then give it font size. Font size. We are going to give it 30 also. Save it. Alright, we really achieve what we want to achieve. Yeah, we've achieved it. We are sorry for disturbing you, sir. Alright, so there's the end of this class. I hope we all get it. So if there's any question, we are going to tackle it in our live class. So alright guys, thank you very much. See you in our next class. Bye.